This 67-year-old janitor could still dunk a basketball. He watched his coworkers play every evening after their shift. He wanted so badly to join them, but every time he tried to grab the ball, they kept it away from him. So he climbed a ladder just to get a better look at the game. Suddenly, one coworker tossed the ball his way. The others rushed over and demanded he give it back, but he ignored them completely and threw a shot anyway. The ball knocked a wooden board down, smashed a light and sent sparks flying. The sparks caught the flag on fire. Luckily, the sprinklers kicked in, but that triggered the alarm and brought firefighters rushing to the scene. The mall owner tracked down his supervisor and demanded answers. He stepped forward and cut the supervisor off, explaining everything himself, but the owner found the whole thing totally ridiculous. So he told the supervisor someone had to pay for the damage. He made the decision to take full responsibility on his own. His co-workers were completely moved by that. So they offered him one condition, whatever he wanted. He immediately asked to join the basketball team, but at first, everyone pushed back hard. He dropped his head and went quiet. So the supervisor pulled the group aside and convinced them to let him join, just not to actually play. They agreed and then told him the news. He hugged the supervisor and totally lit up. Soon his first game arrived, but he just could not sit still on the sidelines. He kept shouting and cheering them on, but his yelling pulled their focus away and the shots just would not fall. So one coworker walked over and threw the ball straight at him. Then he grabbed a towel from the rack to wipe his hands and accidentally knocked the whole rack over. The rolling balls tripped up the opposing players. The referee hit them with a technical foul, but the other team got 2 free throws. The first one dropped in and tied the score. Then the second one went in just as cleanly. They lost the game. Back in the locker room, his teammates started blaming him for everything. He felt completely crushed with guilt, so he said a prayer and asked God for help, but nobody expected God to actually answer. God sent Kobe to deliver him a pair of shoes. At first he figured they were just ordinary shoes, so he put them in his locker and turned to leave, but when he reached the door, the shoes were already sitting right there waiting for him. He picked them up and put them back in the locker, but when he got to the door again, the shoes were hanging right on the door handle, so he shoved them back in the locker one more time. Suddenly, the whole cabinet started shaking violently. He pressed his whole body against it to hold it shut. Just as everything went quiet, he looked down and the shoes had laced themselves up onto his feet. His legs moved completely on their own. The shoes carried him all the way out to the basketball court. Just as he stood there confused, a basketball came flying out of nowhere. He caught it and looked down. Suddenly, the shoes lit up with a deep blue glow.